Hey there, welcome back to my channel. My name is Marine and today's tutorial is about this beautiful crochet maxi mesh dress. It is very easy to make, beginner friendly to advanced, and I also have a pattern for it on my Etsy shop. You can check in the comments section and also in the description section to find a link to my Etsy shop where you can purchase the written pattern. And then I can say that this is very easy to wear. You can wear it as a throw on at the beach, or you can wear it on top of other clothes when you're going to move out. You can just put it on wherever you feel comfortable with it. It is an open back, but then the breast side is covered. Yes, so the materials you're gonna need is a chunky yarn, 7mm hook, darning needle, and then a tape measure. So to start, you're going to make a slip knot. Come over here and then you're going to make a slip knot. So you're going to go ahead and make a slip knot, and after making the slip knot, you're going to make a chain of 59. So you can make a chain of 59. All you want is a droopy large dress, okay? So this can be half of your bust. The chain can be half of your bust, okay? As long as it's big enough and it's droopy. So my 59 chains give me 27 inches. So my chain is 27 inches. So for row 1, we are going to start working with treble crochets, and for that you need to yarn over twice. This is once, yarn over, then twice, okay? So those are 3 loops on your hook. Come here, you're going to count 8 stitches because you're going to be skipping those 8 stitches, and then go into the 9th stitch but at the back, okay? Go at the back of the 9th stitch, insert your hook, pull up a loop. Now you have 4 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2 loops on your hook, and now yarn over and pull through the remaining 2 loops on your hook. Like I said, the chain 8 counts as a treble crochet, and then the skip 2, okay? So after that you're going to chain 2. After chaining 2, you're going to yarn over twice, and you're going to skip the next 2 stitches, 1, 2, and go into the 3rd stitch and pull up a loop. Pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Again, you're going to chain twice, 1, 2, a chain of 2, and then you're going to repeat the same thing. Come down, skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and walk into the 3rd stitch. And you're going to be repeating this up to the end of the chain. So coming towards the end, you're going to chain 2, skip, yarn over twice, come down, skip 2 stitches, 1, 2, and go into the 3rd one, which is automatically the last stitch. So you're going to go in with a treble crochet, and this marks the end of row 1, okay? So you should be having something that looks like this. After that, you're going to chain 5 for row 2. Chain 1, 2, and 3. This counts as a treble crochet. Then add 2 more stitches to make it a chain of 5. So this counts as a treble crochet, and then the 2 stitches count as a chain 2 space. So you're going to turn your work, and after turning your work, you're going to yarn over twice, 1 and 2, and then you're going to come and skip these 2 stitches and go into the 3rd stitch, which is automatically on top of the treble crochet, and go in there with a treble crochet, then chain 2, 1, chain 1 in 2 and yarn over twice, go on top of the next triple crochet with a triple crochet over here, and we are going to be repeating this up to the end of row 2. I'll meet you towards the end of row 2. So here we are towards the end. You're going to chain 2, and after chaining 2 you can skip either 2 or simply go into that chain 8 space with another triple crochet. So you can skip 2 stitches and go into the 3rd stitch, or you can simply go into the whole space with a triple crochet. It works the same. So this is the end of row 2. So for row 3 you're going to chain 5 and you're simply going to repeat row 2. From row 3 up to row 21, you're going to be repeating row 2. So these are 21 rows of mesh, and then after we shall be making 5 rows of no skipping. Okay, just 5 rows of triple crochets back and forth. So these 21 rows, when you grab your tape measure, they are measuring exactly 30 inches. So go ahead, let me measure for you from right at the bottom up to the end of our 21st row. It is measuring 30. It has to be measuring 30 inches. So when you come, you can see it's measuring 30 inches. And after coming up with 30 inches, then we are going to begin making the breast part. You know that, remember we're working on the front panel, okay? So we are going to start making this row, which has no meshes, no skipping, okay? And we are going to be starting. So for row 22, you're going to go ahead and make a chain of 3, and this chain 3 does count as a triple crochet stitch. So after making a chain of 3, you're going to turn your work. We assume you're working on your 22nd row right now, and after that you're going to yarn over twice, 1, 2, and you're going to place 2 triple crochets in the chain 2 space. That's 1 triple crochet. Place the second into the chain 2 space. So go ahead and place the second. Okay, then yarn over twice, go on top of the next triple crochet stitch 1. This is the first triple crochet we are placing, and now you're going to place 2 triple crochets into the chain 2 space. So you're going to go all around your work, placing 2 triple crochets into the chain 2 space and 1 triple crochet on top of a triple crochet. And you're going to do this. I'll meet you towards the end of row 22. So towards the end of row 22, you're going to come up towards the end, up until towards the end, and towards the end you're going to be placing 3 triple crochets into this chain 5 space. So go ahead and place 3 triple crochets into this chain 5 space. So by the end of row 22, you are supposed to be having 55 stitches. So this counts as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can go ahead and count along with me, but then they have to measure up to 55 stitches. That is if you're working with the exact same stitch number that I used in the beginning. Okay, we just need this because you have to make sure that we continue having the same exact stitches. So count your stitches and have them in mind so that they can help guide you in case you're trying, in case maybe you are missing out on some stitches, because remember they are different measurements. So after row 22, for row 23, you're going to go ahead and make a chain of 3. Remember we say the chain 3 does count as a treble crochet stitch. So after chaining 3, turn your work, and now we are going to be placing a treble crochet into each and every stitch across. And do not forget to place your last stitch here, because as we say, this counts as a stitch. That chain 3 does count as a stitch. So just place treble crochets into each and every stitch across, and not forgetting the chain 3 stitch, okay? So go ahead and place treble crochets, and you should be having the exact same number of stitches that you counted earlier on, 55 stitches. So this is the end of row 23. We are coming towards the end of row 23. So place your treble crochet in that second last stitch, and place your treble crochet into that chain 3 stitch, that very last stitch, okay? So this gives us 55 stitches. That's why I said it is quite important that you count the number of stitches you have so that you don't miss out on that last one. So from row 22 to 26, from row 24, 25 and 26, you're going to be repeating row 23, okay? As you can see, this is row 22, 23, 24, 25 and 26. So those are the rows whereby you have to be placing treble crochets without skipping any stitch, okay? After that, you're going to add on 2 other rows of meshes. Remember the row 2? Yes, you're going to go ahead and place 2 more rows. So for row 27 and row 28, you're going to be placing you're going to be repeating row 2. So to do that, chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, and then turn your work. After turning your work, you're going to skip the next 2 stitches. Remember we say the chain 5 counts as a treble crochet and chain 2, okay? So go ahead and count 2 stitches from this point. That's 1, 2, go into the 3rd stitch with a treble crochet. After that, chain 2. So this makes the mesh box, okay? So make a chain of 2 and just continue repeating row 2 like we did when we were just starting. So go ahead, chain 1 and 2, yarn over twice, skip the next 2 stitches and go into the 3rd stitch with a treble crochet. Remember, if there's anything confusing you, please do not hesitate to ask in the comment section. I'll be so glad to get back to you. And then you can also check out my written pattern on my Etsy shop, that is ZX Crochet Creations, and the link is in the comment section and in the description section too. So we are coming towards the end. We are done chaining 2, skip 2 and go into the last stitch with a treble crochet. And for row 28, you're going to go ahead and chain 5, 3, 4 and 5, turn your work, and you're going to repeat row 2, okay? Remember how we did row 2, you're just going to repeat that all the way through towards the end. So when you're done with row 28, like you see, this is the original work. When you're done with row 28, you'll come this side, you'll chain a 5 for row 29. I'm going to be showing you, I'm just explaining for a quick learner, okay? So you'll come here for row 29, you'll be making the neckline. And to make the neckline, you'll chain 5 for row 29, and then you'll come work for 5 boxes. Those are 5 boxes, then chain 5, then go back for 5 boxes, then fasten off. Then you'll come this side and then you'll attach your yarn, work for 5 boxes, chain 5, again work for 5 boxes. Okay, so I'm working with 5 boxes on the left, 5 on the right, and leaving out 8 boxes in the middle. Okay, and let's see how much our work is measuring at this point. The neckline is measuring exactly 10 inches wide. Okay, like that is like the middle part, the neckline. And then we'll be working for 6 inches from the left inside, go in for 6 inches, and then still from the right inside, go in for 6 inches only. So I assume that you're done working your 29th row, sorry, for your 28th row. So for row 29, you're going to chain 5, and after chaining 5, you're going to yarn over twice. I assume this is your row 29, showing you how to make the neckline. Okay, so go in there with a treble crochet, then after you're going to go ahead and chain 2, then go into the next, skip 2 of course, go on top of the next treble crochet with a treble crochet, chain 2, skip 2, go on top of the next treble crochet with a treble crochet. Like we said, you have to do this until we are 6 inches in, okay, or until we are 5 boxes in. I'm thinking about my fellow who has not yet bought that tape measure. So you can go in 5 boxes in or 6 inches in, according to the type of yarn you used also. So when you are done, this is row 29, remember, you're going to chain 5. As you can see, these are 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 boxes. After that, go ahead and make a chain of 5 and then turn your work. So this is row 30. Okay, so for row 30, you're going to repeat row 2 days somewhere we've been doing. So place your treble crochets and do not forget to chain and skip 2 up to the end. So this is the end of row 30. So after row 30, you're going to go ahead and make a chain. After making a chain, you can cut off your yarn and pull out the loop. Okay, much easy. So yes, we are done with the left side. Fasten off. And now what you're going to do for row 29 and row 30 on the right side, you're just going to come over here and then you'll attach your yarn to the top right corner. So after attaching your yarn to the top right corner, you're going to make a chain of 5 and just repeat row 2 like we did. Okay, so attach your yarn. After attaching your yarn, you're going to go ahead and make a chain of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 3 plus 4 and 5. Okay, go ahead and make a chain of 5, yarn over twice, come down, skip 2 stitches, and work a treble crochet on top of the next treble crochet. Okay, this is a treble crochet. Like we said, we are going in 5 boxes, or you can go in 6 inches. Okay, so go ahead and just do this until you have 5 boxes or 6 inches. And remember, you'll be doing this for 2 rows, row 29 and row 30. So just repeat the exact same thing you did on the left. Okay, So after that, for the back panel, you're going to start the same way you started the front panel, and then you're going to go ahead until you have 30 rows. Okay, so for this you're going to repeat row 2 until you have 30 rows. That's the back panel. So you're going to place the front panel against the back panel, because now we are going to begin our joining process. Okay, so this is what you have, and then this is the left side, and then this is the right side. Okay, so this is the right side. You can just make sure that the boxes are corresponding, because that is really important. So I'm done joining the left side. So to join the right side, you're going to count 5 boxes. Make sure that your work is corresponding. The boxes on top have to be corresponding with the boxes on the back panel. Okay, so you're going to come here and you're going to count 1, 2, and 3 stitches backwards. This is the front panel. Count 1, 2, 3 stitches backwards on the back panel, and then make your yarn run through so you can tie this. So you start counting the first, second, and third stitch from the first treble crochet. Okay, going backwards. So after that, we are going to begin joining. You can simply join stitch by stitch. The front stitch against the back stitch, and you're going to be doing this all across. And when you're done, you can go ahead and fasten off your yarn before you cut it off. So we are now done joining the upper part. As you can see, our neck hole is defined, well defined. Okay, so now we are going to be joining the sides. Remember, when you're joining your work, you have to make sure that the wrong side is the one on top. Yes, if you have watched my tutorials by now, you know that quite very well. So go ahead and place your front panel against the back panel, corresponding quite very well. Okay, and I'm going to count. You don't actually need to count for this. I just decided that from row 22, I was joining from row 22. I was just joining row 22 alone. Okay, you can count 22, the 22nd row on the front, 23rd, 22nd row on the back, and then join that part. But if you want exact measurement, that's 12 inches top down. Okay, 12 inches from top going down. So this is the part. So I just decided to tie it off together. You can just tie it, stitch it together, however you like it. but it doesn't make such a big difference because you know the slit on the sides is running up to almost under the booms, I should say. Yes, but if you want your dress attached together, you can go ahead and join from this part over here, sloping all the way down if you don't want that long slit on your dress. So one armhole is done, come this side and do the same thing, and then this armhole too will be done. Okay, so now I put the arm ribbing, and I'm going to show you how to do it onto this side. Okay, I'll also show you how to attach your ribbing onto the neckline, but first let me show you how to do it on the armhole. Okay, so this is the underarm right where we join together. You're going to come and attach your yarn. Okay, come and attach your yarn. I sized down on the hook. This is a 4.5 millimeter hook, and I'm using a smaller yarn because I didn't want this to be too chunky. So come here, after attaching your yarn, you're going to go ahead and make a chain of 1, okay, 2, 3, 4. This is a chain of 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, after making a chain of 7, we are going to be working in the rounds, remember. Okay, after making a chain of 7, you're going to come into the back loops. Let me make it closer for you. Come into the back loops, into the second chain from the hook, and make a single crochet back loop only all the way to the first chain. So you'll be having 6 stitches with you. Okay, so this is what we have. Go ahead and make this, but the other way to make it, I'm going to tell you the other way to make it. Let's first finish this row. So these are 6 stitches, and after that you're going to come inside the armhole. That's 1 slip stitch. Okay, come here, 2nd slip stitch. After that you're going to turn your work around, and after turning your work, you're going to skip these 2 slip stitches here, and you're going to begin working. Skip those 2 slip stitches and place a single crochet back loop only into the previous 6 stitches. I hope you can see the video clearly. Okay, but if this method is quite confusing, you can go ahead and make a chain of 7 aside without attaching it to the armhole. After making a chain of 7, you go ahead and make a single crochet back loop only until you come up with a ribbing that is long enough to occupy the armhole. Then after, you just bring it down and then you attach it onto your work. Okay, so chain 1 here, turn your work, and then place your single crochet. So for this part we are going to be repeating row 1, and then we'll be repeating row 1 and 2 until all the armhole is covered with our ribbing. So now this is what we have. We have placed our ribbing all around the armhole. Okay, so now it's time to join. And to join this, like I told you, when you're joining, you have to make sure that the wrong side is the one on top. Okay, so I'm just going to turn it like this, and then I'll join these 6 stitches together. You can do this using a darning needle or a row of single crochets, okay, or slip stitches. So go ahead and join this. They are 6, so you should be joining with 6 stitches. So I decided to join with single crochets. Go ahead and place 6 single crochets, stitch per stitch, until the whole of it is joined together. After that, you can go ahead and make a chain of 1 and cut your yarn. Okay, so after cutting your yarn, pull out the loop. Don't mind about that. We have a round of making sure that we weave in all the ends and cut off excess yarn. Okay, so now to place the ribbing into the neckline, it's actually the same exact process, only that this time we are going to start at the back. Okay, come in the middle of the back panel right here and place your attach your yarn. After attaching your yarn, you can go ahead and make a chain of 6. For the neckline ribbing, I just decided to use a chain of 6, but you can go ahead and make it 7 if you want it to correspond with the armhole ribbing. Okay, so after making a chain of 6, you come into the second stitch from the hook, or second chain from the hook, with a single crochet back loop only. So this is going to give us 5. We are going to be working with 5 stitches in total. Okay, so come until you have the 5th stitch. So you have to make sure that you're working with 5 stitches. So there's a 4, then place your 5th single crochet back loop only, and then after that you're going to slip stitch thrice into the next 3 stitches that are on the body of the neck. So this is the first slip stitch. Go into the second stitch, place your second slip stitch, and go into the 3rd stitch and place your 3rd slip stitch. After that you're going to turn your work, and then now you're going to skip these 3 slip stitches and place your single crochet back loop only times 5, and you repeat this all around until the whole neckline is covered. So you're going to be repeating this. The same way we did it on our armhole, you repeat it all around, and then after you've come to the ending point, go all around like this. When you reach this point, join it together. After that, you should be having something that looks like this. Do not forget to weave in the ends and also cut off the excess yarn. And this marks the end of our crochet mesh dress tutorial, and if you like this, please do not forget to give it a thumbs up. You can also comment on it just for boosting purposes, and you can also check out the written pattern on my Etsy shop. The link is just down right below. All I can say is that thank you for watching. Meet you when I upload the next tutorial. Bye.